Piranha's Pursuit. Much like school assignments, if you're on a team, Lord be with ya. Foul play. I agree that it's foul, but I disagree with the way they spelled it. MPIQ. A quiz that somehow rivals the ones you took in school for being poorly put together. Pipe maze. A minigame so bad, they couldn't even categorize it correctly. Bowser's Big Blast. The picture next to the word unfair in every dictionary ever created. Slot Car Derby. Somehow more fun than many Mario Karts. Facelift. Unlicensed plastic surgery in a nutshell. Bumper balls. They see me rolling, except on a cluster of triangles rather than anything round. Eats a Pizza. Perhaps the biggest glow-up of any minigame style. Tug-O-War. The minigame that resulted in legal ramifications over something that doesn't even work. Whack-A-Plant. What's one environmentalist's nightmare is another partier's gold mine. Mushroom Mix-Up. It's not exactly titled accurately, but it is sure to make up for that. Shell-Shocked. We play tanks before it was cool. Totem Pole Pound. When the only surefire way to lose is to not try. Not even a little. Shy Guy says, the older it gets, the more it cheats on you. Awful Tower. Hey, at least one of them is honest. Bowl Over. Bowling, but it gets progressively easier across 2 games. Coconut Conk. Strategy has never been more fragile. Limbo Dance. A ritual which none of the characters should actually be able to perform. Pedal Power. Now whatever you do, don't touch that that one! Platform Peril. The accurately titled, appallingly designed parkour race. Spotlight Swim. Times are changing. It now takes 3 to tango. Slot Machine. The most realistic minigame. Not that the bar was very high for this one. A Day at the Races. When you go gambling and place a bet without even using the machine. Skateboard Scamper. Turning your controller buttons and your hope of getting the minigame bonus star into mush, all in one fell swoop. Curtain Call. The memory game that overdid it by about a dozen-fold. Pipe Cleansers. If someone else is using your main character, place heavy emphasis on treading lightly. Ridiculous Relay. The race that can't seem to pick a lane. Abandoned Ship. Accurate only when your ship is named Chances of Winning. Torpedo Targets. Worst accuracy in the world simulator. Coin Shower Flower. Land on the flower for a government grant. Thwomp Pull. Perhaps the strongest evidence that teamwork does not always make the dream work. Destruction Duet. Minecraft Steve called. He wants his fists back. hyperhydrants. The aftermath of balloon burst, where the balloon bursted so hard it set the place on fire and damaged the hydrant. Eyesore. Seeing them take something from Super Mario 64 and make it annoyingly strict and dragged out, I have to agree. Merry-Go-Chomp. The real reason why Game Guy only appeared once. The Chain Chomp wanted to jump on his high horse. Mario's Puzzle Party. The abominable puzzle that only exists because someone didn't know when to quit. Sneak and Snore. There's sneaking and snoring going on. All that's missing is a responsive control stick release. Memory Match. When the only minigame to offer partial credit is one where you almost certainly won't need it. Honeycomb Havoc. RNG that's enough to make even Yoshi throw a hissy fit. Bombs Away. The one where everyone's last name becomes Stanley. Mecha Marathon. If you thought making mash out of one button was ineffective on a skateboard, try it on two at once on a wind-up toy. Roll call. If you've ever wondered how your teacher knows you skipped, this should answer that in full, and then some. Ground pound. Come on, now the minigame is practically winning itself for you. Shell game. Unleashing your inner cat. Rockin' Raceway. The result of a stereotypical donkey ignoring, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Chip Shot Challenge. One of Mario Party 3's finest moments. Lava Tile Isle. Somehow more violent than a minigame with 4 tanks. Look Away. The one time you'd ever want to have a weak connection on Nintendo Switch Online. Bowser Toss. Now I'm mildly confused about whether I'm speaking of a Mario Party game or a Super Mario 64 clone. Frigid Bridges. Mario Party 3's firmest test of genuine skill. Bouncin' Trounce. Alright, who tried to blend bumper balls with bombs away? Bobsled Run. Great fun for everyone, except for Luigi's face. Handcar Havoc. The one that has an instant lose button. Rainbow Run. When everyone skipped leg day. Desert and Dungeon Dash. The only time you should ever want anything to do with a computer-controlled character. The beat goes on. It most certainly does. For entirely too long. Cake Factory. Another shining example of a gaming environment that is obviously not up to code. Toad Bandstand. Beautifying the orchestral backdrop and performance. Picture Imperfect. Every aspiring artist's worst nightmare. Parasol Plummet. Hats off to them. They made closing an umbrella just about worthless. Cheat Sheet Chase. Making mashed potatoes out of your controller for a fish to enjoy. Ghost guess. Pick a boo. Its contents will mean nothing in about 2 minutes. Loony lumberjacks. My controller got a massage from my thumb. Now I've done it all. Quicksand cache. This ought to teach you to be careful about wishing to control the weather. Hot bob-omb. Levels of luck basis that ought to kickstart someone's governor campaign. Mallet go round. If only you could swing that mallet vertically. Hey, batter. If a baseball game consisted of strikeouts and nothing more. Bobbing balloons. Here's why Zelda Party doesn't exist. This would be too easy for Link. Dory Dip. The one Super Mario 64 reference that actually lands. Bumper ball maze. Wii Fit tightrope walk, but with even less room for error. Musical mushroom. The name is right, but the 6 blue ones are not. Lights out. Mario Party dipping its toes into the horror waters. Bash and cash. Adding insult to injury, then injury to insult, back to back. Coin block blitz. I got a better one. How about money frenzy, bouncy head warfare?